My name is Pearl and welcome back to my Swift tutorial series for beginners, Lesson 8, Part 2. In today's video, we'll be digging a little bit deeper into loops, specifically learning about a new type of loop, the for-in loop, and how we can use it with arrays. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so before we start programming, the first thing that I wanted to do is to begin by doing a little review of what we learned in the last video. So in the last video, we learned that loops are a function of Swift programming that we can use to repeat a block of code a certain number of times. We also learned that there are three types of loops in Swift programming: the while loop, the do-while loop, and the for-in loop. In the last video, we learned about the while loop and the do-while loop, and in today's video, we'll be learning about the last one, the for-in loop. So let's go ahead and open up XCode. And then go up top in the top menu bar and go into File, New, and Playground. Then I'll select Blank, and let's name our playground Loops 2. Okay, so now that we've created a new playground, let's learn how to declare a for-in loop. So I'm simply going to go into a new line, and then first type in the for keyword. Follow that for keyword by a variable name, var name. I'll choose var name, but you can choose whatever variable name you like. And then type in the in keyword, followed by a number, 3 dots, and then another number. Then you'll type in a set of curly brackets, and then inside of these curly brackets, as with every loop, you can insert any block of code that you want to repeat. So I'll type in print hello world. Okay, so how does this loop work? Let's begin at the for keyword. After the computer sees the for keyword, it'll tell itself that there probably will be a for-in loop coming in. After the keyword, it's going to check that there is a variable name, which there is, and then after it sees that there is indeed a variable name, it's going to go after the in keyword and see our first number, or the number before the 3 dots. And it's going to set our variable to our first number. So now let's assume that var name equals 1. After it sets our variable, the computer is going to check if our variable is either our first number, our last number, or any number in between the first and last number. So for now, our variable is equal to 1, so it qualifies. If the variable passes our computer's condition, then the computer will run this block of code. So then, when does the computer stop running this for-in loop, or this loop? Here's the answer. Each time that our computer runs this loop, after the first time, it's going to increase our variable by 1. So if variable name was 1, then it would become 2, and the next time it would become 3, and so on. When our variable increases above our last number, then the computer will stop running the loop. So in our case, our loop should be running 5 times. Okay, so now we have 5 hello worlds printed out, which means that our loop ran 5 times. Now we can go ahead and change these numbers to, we can change them to, let's say 4 and 6. And now our computer should run this block of code 3 times. And here we have 3 hello worlds printed out. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see this error here. To solve this error, you can simply go ahead and replace your variable name with an underscore. The reason that this error or this warning is here is because we are not using our variable. If we go ahead and use our variable in any way, for example, down below here we add our variable to 1, then the error will go away. However, if you will not be using this variable, then you can simply just replace it with an underscore and there will be no warning. Okay, so now that we know how to declare a for loop and also how it works, let's go ahead and see how we can use it with arrays. So up top here, I'm going to create a new array and call it numbers. And we'll set this array to the numbers 1 to, let's say 7. Now, how does the for loop work with an array? Well, the for loop can iterate through each and every element inside an array. To use the for loop with an array, you simply want to plug in your array's name here in the place where the numbers are, or your 2 numbers and your 3 dots are. So I'll replace these numbers with our array numbers and I'm going to try to print out each element in our numbers array. And to do that, I'll have to change our underscore to an actual variable number, let's say. And let's print out number in our block of code. And now if we run our code, then we should have every element inside of the numbers array printed out. Okay, so here we have all of our elements inside of this array in our console. If we change the elements inside of our array to strings or other data types, let's say dog, cat, hamster, and fish, we'll just do 4 pets and name our array pets. And also, let's change this. Now, if we run this for loop, then we should have all of our pets down here, or all 4 of our pets in our console. Okay, so after we ran this code, you can see that our for loop worked. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and please share this video if it was useful for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.